time. It lets us plan to dream, plan to learn, plan to succeed, plan to invest, plan to enjoy, plan to help, plan to leave to others. The Plan by Investors Group, helping you provide for the people you care about, now and over time.
Welcome back to OUA Today. We are playing football music because even though we are far out of season,
which is so sad.
Which is a little bit
What's
sad,
Sunday?
but it can't go on forever. That's what makes the NFL special is it's jammed into a 22-week period.
That's like baseball and hockey. Like it just ends 1 week and they're like, hey, on the next
I know
season.
the pitchers and catchers already reported. There was a video from the Toronto Blue Jays Facebook account last week. They were like, we're on our way to Dunedin for spring training. I'm like, what? I just watched Game 7 of the World Series.
I know.
That's crazy. But yeah, they have a long season, but war of attrition is baseball. Sportsnet is reporting that that Darryl Wadd and Dylan Campbell of the Western Mustangs and Laurier Golden Hawks, respectively, are going to be attending NFL regional combines in the next month or so. So good luck to those guys. I know both of them pretty well from playing against them. Dylan is one of the nicest human beings I've ever met. He's also a freakishly talented running back. And
he used to be a lacrosse player.
Dylan Campbell, what?
You find this a lot with these players. They
yeah,
used to
there's
play
a lot of
something
crossovers.
Else, just super athletic.
That's just something very Canadian, I find. Is that there's a lot of people who are cross-sport athletes. We don't necessarily specialize as much as the United States or some other countries. And you find a lot of very talented athletes. Like, yeah, Darryl Wadd was an incredible lacrosse player.
Yeah.
And was such a big body. Like, I'm trying to imagine him with a long pole playing defense.
As a defensive lineman, did you find that he had like extra good foot speed just because of lacrosse?
He was certainly fast to me, if that's your question. No, he's one of my favorite guys to play against. And to their credit, there was a lot of guys on Western that were kind of like this, where, you know, Darryl would absolutely murder me, and then he would pick me up and go, hey buddy, how you doing? Like I did an OUA, I'll send it out from our Twitter account, but I did OUA bad lip reading. Bread, paninis mostly. I have a great mustache as well. In the fall, and Darryl was one of the people I had, and in it he had this wild Fu Manchu mustache that was all the way around the top, and we played about a week and a half after I put that video up, and he hit me, and he picked me up, and he's just like, how you doing, big dog? I'm like, good, brother. I'm like, hey, you like that bad lip read? He goes, oh yeah, man, that was funny. we're talking on the field.
Big man with his Fu Manchu.
I hate guys. I used to hate guys, and you'd be like, you know, joke around and talk to them all on the field, and they would just either talk smack to you, swear at you, just be a jerk.
So you might not want to play like Sherman or anyone else.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be a fan of playing against the Seahawks, but Patriots Super Bowl champs! We were going to do an OUA football breakdown, but we ran a little bit long with some of the other interviews that we had. Good thing is, OUA football is not around until August.
And we come back next week.
And we're back every Monday from now until forever and ever. So we'll make sure to get to the OUA breakdown. One thing I did want to mention, though, Jim Mullen tweeting out Facepalm of the Week. At Griffin Football, limited to 3 uniforms per year by the conference. Dear Griffs, save 4 and 5 for the Bowl and Vanier Cup. Bold statement from Jimmy Mull. But limited to 3 uniforms. They have about 15.
You know what? In my career, almost, I remember having 4 in one season.
Yeah.
And like, why?
Yeah, well, it just doesn't make sense if you're, and I know it helps grow the game and people gain interest and sizzle before the steak and all of these things that Guelph football has done, but if we could get confirmation from the Griffin football account that that's a real thing that's been handed down on them, that would help us. And we'd like to know what 3 uniforms you're going to pick to use for the season, because you have about 10 to choose from. So I'd really like to know, because I believe they have their like military camo, their 50th anniversary ones, their red, their matte black, which
Vintage.
they use for homecoming, their yellow, their white, their alternate white, their gray, they got tons of options. So let us know what they have. Also, I want to mention from the OUA football world, Kevin Iben, former CFLer, now the University of Toronto defensive coordinator, tweeting out, sorry Toronto, heard about the negative 40 temps, with a smiley face and an Instagram picture of Coach Iben just posted up on a beach.
Oh.
Like just a Scott Hasty Instagram shot of sunsets going down over his shoulder.
Damn,
that hurts.
Scott Hasty.
Yeah, that hurts. Way to go, Ibs. Way to let it rub into us that are stuck here during reading week. That's okay.